Okay, I'm gonna go over just a few more factoring questions for you. Now, please take note, I'm not going over any of the regular ones that have just x squared or any that are straight AC method because you already have a video on those from the quiz. Okay, so this is kind of an additional video. Okay, this particular problem actually has a GCF. Now, it's hard to tell that this particular question has a GCF from the beginning. You may not see that 3 goes into 3, 9, and 12. If you don't see that, you can use the AC method like we've been using. Okay, remember with the AC method, it again comes from the formula ax squared plus bx plus c. We take 1 over ax, and we multiply a times c. So that's again what we're going to do here. I'm going to take my 3, 1 over 3, 3x, and I'm going to multiply 3 times negative 12, which is negative 36. All right, factors of negative 36. 1, 36, 2, 18, 3, 12, 4, 9, 6, and 6. Again, these are just the numbers that multiply to give us negative 36. Okay. Now, this sign, once again, is the sign of the bigger number. So I want to go to each pair of factors, pick the bigger number, and make it negative. Pair, bigger number, negative. Pair, bigger number, negative, so on and so forth. Now, I want these to multiply to give me a negative 36. As we talked about in the previous video, it has to be different signs if I want a negative. So again, I'm going to make sure I remember a negative means my signs are different. You gotta be thinking about that. Okay, that means plus, minus. And again, check yourself. Positive 1 times negative 36 is in fact negative 36. Okay? Negative positive 2 times negative 18 is negative 36. If they don't multiply to give you this, you're not right. Try it again. Okay? Now, I'm looking for negative 9, and it's positive 3 minus 12. So I'm going to plus 3 minus 12. This is the point where we normally divide out the number in front. And here's where you might pause. But wait a minute. I can divide 3 into this and to this. Which means you kind of have to pick which parenthesis you want to use. I'm going to pick the second because that's what we seem to do in class. So x minus 4. And I'm going to bring down 3 plus 3x. Okay? Now, there's still that problem here. 3x plus 3 is, in fact, divisible by 3. So since this is divisible by 3, we have to take it out. So we're going to take out yet another 3. However, this time, there's no 3 out front to cancel. So I'm going to write the 3. So x plus 1 and x minus 4. The reason we're doing that is because we have to eventually get back to 3x squared. If I didn't write the 3 here, I'd have x times x, which is just x squared. The 3 here is saying, nope, wait a minute, the original problem had a 3 in front. So without it, it's actually just x squared. Okay? That's as far as this one can go. All right, our next question, same deal. You might notice there's a GCF here. If you don't, we're going to use our formula. 1 over a. ax. And again, AC, 60. It's positive 60. 1, 60. 2, 30. 3, 20. 4, 15. 5, 12, 6, and 10. So lots of factors of 60. Bigger number in each set gets a minus signs. Take care of that. This time, I want them to multiply to give me a positive. The only time I can multiply a negative times something and get a positive is if the other one's negative. Again, a negative times a negative is a positive. So these are going to be negative as well. The other thing you're supposed to remember is if that's a plus sign, it means the signs are going to be the same. That's why they're both minus. Looking for 16, that one's right here. Okay, and now I'm looking to see which parenthesis can I divide by 6. The answer is the first one. So I'm going to divide it out. I get x minus 1, 6x minus 10. This one's a little trickier to see because you're looking at 6x and 10, and you should notice that they're both divisible by 2. Again, there's no 2 out front, so I'm going to divide out the 2 because I do see it, pull it out front, bringing the first one down, and now 6 divided by 2 is 3x, 10 divided by 2 is 5. And again, I have to write the 2 because x times 3x is 3x squared. When I multiply it times 2, it does come back to 6, and that's completed. Okay. I'm continuing along the same vein of GCF when I'm looking at 8x squared minus 18. This is a binomial. The most important thing that you have to worry about, though, in a binomial, before you even start thinking GCF, is that sign in the middle. Remember, it has to be negative. If it's not negative, it's not factorable. This is negative, so now I can think, well, wait a minute, what's the GCF? Well, now I'm looking for a number that goes both into 8 and 18, and the answer to that is 2. So, take my 2 and now divide. 8 divided by 2 is 4x squared. Negative 18 divided by 2 is negative 9. Okay? Now I have a binomial to factor. Leave the 2 alone for now and think of 4. 4 is 2 times 2. X squared is x and x. 9 is 3 and 3. So, parentheses. 2x, 2x. 3 and 3, and your signs are different. Bring down the 2. And that's actually all there is to do. Again, all you're looking for binomials is what times what is 4, what times what is x squared, and what times what is 9. Fill it into the parentheses, make sure the signs are different, make sure you remember to bring down your GCF, and you're done. Okay, the last factoring problem I wanted to make sure I showed you in this set is a factor by grouping. I know it's a factor by grouping because there are 4 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I split it down the middle. Now I'm looking for a GCF. When I'm looking for GCF, the first thing I want to know is, what do they both have? And the answer is they both have an x. The second thing I want to know is, how many x's can I possibly take from them? Well, he's got 3 and he's got 2. So I want to take out the most that I can, which means I'm going to take out the smaller exponent. Because he's got at least 2, and he definitely has 2. Okay, when I'm taking it away, I had 3 x's, I'm taking 2 out, I have 1 left. Plus, I had 5x squared, I'm taking that x squared away, so you should notice you're left with 5. The right side, please remember to take the sign with you. Okay? Now, what number goes both into 4 and 20? The number that goes into both is 4. That becomes positive x, and now negative 20 divided by negative 4 is once again positive 5. Okay. At this point, you should notice that these are both x plus 5s. Okay, that is not a coincidence. That's supposed to happen. If it didn't happen, be worried. You probably made a mistake. Go back and check your work. Since these are a match, though, I'm going to take it out. Once I take it out, I want to group what's left. X squared minus 4. From here, I need to factor x squared minus 4 because it is a square and it is negative. These two most important things are the only reason I'm going farther. He's squared and he's negative. Okay? And the way you go farther, sorry, I'm just changing to pen, is, again, split up the x squared as x and x. Split up the 4 as 2 and 2, and the signs are different. Bring down this x plus 5, and that's it. You're done. Okay, my next video, and actually my last video, is going to be on FOIL and adding and subtracting polynomials. I'll send that link to you soon.